Yes, weighing in with Dave Coldwell. Dave, how are you, mate?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Last time we spoke was just after Boxer announced the signing of Ben Whittaker. Since then, he's had his debut. What did you make of it?
I enjoyed it. Listen, some people are going to not like it, some people are going to like it, but nobody's not going to have an opinion on it and on him. He talks the walk, talks the talk, but you know what? On his debut, he walked it. Some of the stuff that he says, you know, in his build-ups and stuff like that, I'm not a fan of. But listen, I can't knock the guy because he backs himself and he's confident. And we always tell us fighters to be confident. We always tell us fighters to believe in themselves. And you're always looking for that personality to reach out. If everybody had the same monotone personality, it'd be boring. You know,
100%.
you got that with majority of footballers who aren't allowed to say what's on their mind and things like that. Listen, Ben Whittaker's going to go out there and he's going to talk all the way through his career, but on his debut, he backed it. And I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the showboating, but you're talking to somebody who grew up with Naz, so I enjoyed that. But then the second round, he went out for business and he got rid of it. So you know, it's as far as debu's concerned, for him and for what Boxer and Sky Sports are trying to do, it couldn't have been any better.
What did you make of the main event? Billam-Smith v Chamberlain.
What a fight! Oh my God! Listen, I expected a good fight. I knew it was going to be a good fight. I was excited for the fight, but it delivered even more than I expected. And for both guys to be able to do that for the whole fight was just phenomenal. Isaac Chamberlain suffering his injury as well shows you what a set of balls that kid's got, and he'll come again. Chris Billam-Smith, he's one of these fighters. It's like back in my day, back in the past, you'd have fighters that were tough, rugged, maybe not get the hype, but would come through and keep winning, and you're thinking, how's he get? Chris Billam-Smith's one of those sort of fighters. He doesn't get the hype, he's not flash, he's not had the big extensive background, but he keeps delivering, and he's so tough and so strong, and his will to win is incredible. So hats off to him. I'll be honest with you, I was ringside for when he boxed Tommy McCarthy the second time round. I was in commentary for 5 Live, and being that close, I appreciate just how strong and how effective he is. And there were several times in that fight where it looks like he's tiring, he's maybe hurt, and he keeps going, he keeps coming back. And there were periods in the Chamberlain fight the same, but the man's a handful. He is a handful. So looking forward to what's next for him, and for Isaac. I can come back from that.
Speaking of what's next, before we come on to Hopey and his upcoming fight this weekend, I wanted to ask you about Lerrone Richards. Eddie was on the Instagram Live on Monday. He said Lerrone's agreement is now up. He was offered the Akhmadov fight on the Canelo GGG.
Okay, so it's not something we're going to talk about, but Eddie decided to say that. But you can't just say a little bit and a half truth, so make it look like Lerrone's ducking Akhmadov. And the full story is a little more detailed than that. The fight was offered to him February, I think it was. The fight was offered to him in February, something like that. Bear in mind, he's been back in the gym 2 weeks after December. The fight was offered to him in February. You're talking about waiting until September when you're a promoted fighter. So, of course, Lerrone's going to say, "Well, I'm not." They're not going to give us a fight before that. So, of course, Lerrone's going to turn around and say, "Well, no, I don't want that fight." What? He beat Gongora in his last fight in style. Gongora beat Akhmadov. So, you know what fans are like. Lerrone goes up, waits, so that would be 10 months without a fight, waits 10 months, goes over to America to box Akhmadov. Even if he beats him and beats him well, people are going to turn around and say, well, so what? Gongora beat him. So where's the win in that? But forget that. Maybe if you turn around and say, okay, you can fight in May, June, July, whatever, he was ready to go whenever. So you can have a fight and then fight. Yes, no problem. But why, if you're a promoted fighter, are you going to get offered a fight in February for September? So that means you've gone from December to September straight into a fight. Why not just get us a fight beforehand? Like I said, what's it going to send us? Then it's not a big fallout or anything. But don't then say on Instagram to make my guy look like he's ducking a fight? Do you know what I mean? When he's been asking for Ryder, Jacobs, any of them sort of guys, he'll fight any of them sort of guys. But they don't just offer him a fight 10 months down the line. Do you know what I mean? So that's all I've got to say on that. And it's, you know, it's. I just thought when I saw that, I just thought, oh, he didn't need to come out with that shit. So
has Lerrone been contacted by any other promoters?
I don't manage Lerrone. I don't train Lerrone. I manage Jordan, Hopey, and Stephen, but I don't manage Lerrone. So his team will sort that out, and everything about it. It's been frustrating as a coach, being sat here training him every day. After 2 weeks in December, he has the break after his fight, and then he's back in the gym and looking to push on for a big year, coming on back of Bangora fight, and you know we're sat here still no closer. So it's frustrating.
Dave, just as I mentioned, Canelo GGG3, how do you see it going?
Can't wait for that fight. Now it's been made. I'll be honest with you, after the second fight, I said then that if they were to fight again, I believe Canelo stops him. Because I just think Canelo, Triple G started showing that wear and tear and started showing his age. And then he looks a bit rejuvenated now, he looks a bit younger now and everything. So it's a good fight again, and Canelo's coming off for a loss, although it's to a very, very good fight at a weight division above. I still say Canelo. I'm still going to say a stoppage. Finally,
all that out of the way, Hopey Price will be looking to make it 8-0. How's he looked in camp, and how good a step up is this for him on Saturday?
Good. Listen, he's 7-0, fighting an 18-3 guy. Experienced, good fighter, very strong, throws a lot of punches, heavy-handed. So it's a good step up for a 7-0 kid. He had to pull out his last fight because he had a back injury. He's had a lot of stuff going off that he's had to cope with, but he's shown a lot of maturity in getting through it. The back injury has been a real problem, but we need to get out. He's ready to go, and then after this one we can push on properly again.
And just while I got you, I can't not ask about Jordan Gill. He's here tonight. When can we expect him up?
He's just had an operation on his hand. Well, he's not just had, he's recovered. Now he's just started touching again in sparring, so we're going to progress it. Hopefully mid-September, early October, he'll be back out, and it'll hopefully be a big one.
Dave, thank you for your time. Thank you for weighing in.